Hi, everybody. Welcome to this session where we're going to talk about, of course, embedded analytics and building a data strategy, actually productizing your data inside your product with LUCA. Actually, I'm very humbled by presenting because I've been joining LUCA 4 years ago, and really this presentation has been inspired by mostly you, our customers, and how you build a data product on top of our platform. Now, let's jump right into it. I mean, we have a very cool lineup here. I want to talk about, of course, our platform. Most importantly, I want to talk about our customers and how they build things on top of our product. What I mean by things, it's like amazing product. But first thing first, we'll talk about the LUCA. We'll have a quick overview of our platform. Also, why you product managers, data engineers, BI specialists, head of data monetization, head of growth, the leaders of your companies are choosing LUCA. Some of the embedded analytics trend we've seen across the globe, like really, especially now working from home, again, always humble to be able to work with our customers all over the world on pretty much every verticals and markets. And as I said earlier, the most important is about you, our customer use cases. So let's jump right into it. So LUCA, for those who are starting discovering what LUCA is, of course, a modern BI analytics platform, our technology, and I try to not go too fast on it, but really think of it as, because I know it's a very complete market, you have a lot of BI tools, but really think of us as API first. From the beginning, LUCA has always been built with, of course, a user interface, but also a computer interface, application programming interface that allows us to do a lot of things that we'll see today. We have also a semantic layer that allows us doing a data catalog and allowing, centralizing all those information to be available for our BI specialists, our analysts, also our business users, and of course, today, taking LUCA into your product. Lastly, the thing to remember is we are 100% in database. What it means is we never move your data from all the databases that you use, whether it's BigQuery, the Snowflake, Postgres, and we really allow us to build scalable product. And again, we'll talk about those products, so I don't need to go too far on that. Now, today, embedded analytics, I wanted to share with you the team definition that we came up with, which I think is really relevant to all the things you're going to see in this presentation, and of course, with the customer panel and all of the session. Using the LUCA platform to power tools, application, and workflows outside of the LUCA BI application. And we'll see that some of our customers are using LUCA way and above and beyond business intelligence. What I like saying, it's not just about line chart and pie chart. It's about really activating, engaging your customers with, for example, sending them a text message, alerting them, but also having some UI, user interface and user experience beyond what typical business intelligence look like. Now, in a nutshell, what is embedded analytics? And in a nutshell, it's really taking LUCA functionalities. So in LUCA, you have, of course, the dashboard, you have single visualization, you have self-service exploration, which is our ad hoc analytics component, and you will literally be able to, and very simply, be able to take all those components of LUCA inside your product. Why? Well, you want to provide an analytical window or insights for your end users, and you probably build them inside LUCA, and you'll be able to carry them over, leveraging iframes, but also APIs, with a simple way of also authenticating the users, because you don't want to recreate users inside your inside LUCA. So LUCA has very smart way to let those users from your web application being integrated into our platform. What are the different flavors of embedded analytics at LUCA? Well, very simple. On the left side, we have the OEM. A lot of our customers want to offer a full-fledged cloud BI analytics platform to their customers. And for that, they can simply white label LUCA and provide them the entire access to the content of dashboards and data catalog to their end users who may not have a BI tool. So this is a great offering that you can offer to your customers. Of course, white label, so you can put your logo and customize everything of our platform. The second and third one are what we see being the most adopted across all our customers. A lot of our customers actually are using LUCA first internally for product analytics, financial analytics, all things that I would say data analytics, we are in a world of being data driven. So really taking this data and turning it into information. And the way you're going to publish those dashboards is leveraging embedded iframes and our API layer that we will see a little bit into more details later. That was, I think, the bragging slide, so I'm not going to bother you too much with that one, but really, I'm just, it's actually not really a bragging, it's more like a thank you, because our customers, actually this morning I checked on G2 Crowd, over 1,000 customers have put us still number one on embedded analytics. So actually for those who have filled the G2 Crowd comments, and you guys also provide us great feedback on our product, I just wanted to say thank you. Now, why product team choose LUCA? Well, don't worry, there's a lot of things on this graph, but I'm going to actually drive your eyes and attention on what to look at. So let's start from the left. So on the left side, I know all of you are working with a ton of data. Like this data can come from your SaaS product, different Salesforce, NetSuite, Zendesk. You also work in different industries, in the healthcare, financial service, of course, tech, but it could be tech, it could be telecommunication. You could work for autonomous driving company or any sorts of cool companies, and really you have data coming from sensors, from different databases. You also have data coming from your data scientists and data science actually workflows in general. And you also have different non-structured data, not just forms and survey, but also text, videos. And all of this data is available to you in different databases. So just a quick reminder, LUCA connects to over 50 databases, SQL, leveraging JDBC. And you can connect as many databases as you want. And in the middle, the power of LUCA is to define, transform, and enrich this data. We're going to be able to introspect those schemas and be able to create a lot of transformation in flight and provide all the output of this information to different layers. So all those layers are on the wheels on the right, and the wheel on the right side is actually product that you guys can build. A lot of our, I wouldn't say competitors, but a lot of people, product on the market are really focusing on embedded dashboard. You take a dashboard, you put it in a product. At LUCA, we thought that was not enough. The product, the level of the product that you wanted to bring to your customers, the amount of information and insights you wanted to bring into market were much more complex. Thanks to our API first way of thinking, since again, the inception of the company, we are able to build a ton of custom application, really cool workflows that of course I'm going to show you today. So try to remember from database to your product, LUCA platform, of course, cloud hosted, all version controlled, where we never move the data from your database. And that's actually really cool to avoid any further transformation. Now, LUCA for developers. And I think I actually I put a note. I'm not going to lie. I have a little sticker here because I don't want to butcher the quote of someone who is our former CEO at Google, Eric Schmidt, in 2015 said, "Well done platform APIs are the key to everything." Actually agree, and our team agree, but this is actually not important that us at LUCA agree with that, is you, our customers, agree on taking a product and not feeling always limited by some of the functionalities. Maybe you want to create a workflow with a text message to your customers. Maybe you want a visualization that we don't necessarily have at LUCA, but you want to add this visualization to LUCA. Why? Because you have maybe a map or something that is very unique to your business. And I'll show you some example. Also, having an API that speaks 50 databases. When you build a product, you have your front-end developers, back-end developers, all your engineers, like they don't necessarily want write SQL statement over and over, managing time zone, et cetera, but also managing all the different dialects of database. Athena, Postgres, MySQL, etc. So all of that, the power of the LUCA API is really for all your developers to be able to not only integrate LUCA dashboard in their product, but also leverage an API that will be able to return all the data on demand without writing SQL. Most importantly, we know and we work very comfortably with pretty much with actually every modern web application stack, whether you work with Angular, React, Vue.js, Node.js. So we have obviously a ton of experience working with those frameworks. So feel free to ask us questions on that. And actually, if you want to drop us a note on what kind of web application or what kind of technology or what kind of framework you guys are using, feel free to put a note on the chat here, or even ask any question. We'd gladly answer any of those questions. Now, because we talked about your data strategy and the thing we see in building a modern data product, every product, and I'm sure you guys, like me, we use our phone every day, and we see, I think, one pattern with really three vectors. One is everything is UI, UX centric, the visualization. This is so important to your end users. And when it comes to embedded analytics, it's even more important because you're providing information to your end users. Automation. Not everyone is on the computer or on the desktop or on their phone. You need to notify them and alert them when something goes up and down, or maybe it's a recommendation that needs to be brought to their attention. AI, machine learning, and again, I don't want to be buzzy today. It's about, for us, using AI, using technology for recommendation. A lot of customers don't necessarily have your background in business intelligence and data analysis. So when there are insights that you provide them in the context of embedded analytics, you also need to provide a level of recommendation to help them for the decision, like, is the currency, is that a good time to make a transaction, yes or no, and using ad hoc technologies such as BigQuery, machine learning into your workflow that, of course, LUCA supports. Why LUCA in that instance? Well, LUCA will literally bring this data as the blood of those applications on demand and coming from all those databases. So the trend that we see, and again, without being busy, and those are the things we work every day with our customers when they talk to us about their product and they talk to us about their roadmap. Well, from the left, what they tell us, and of course what we help them achieving is, well, they need insight in all their products for simple reasons, proving that the product is working, making sure that some of the core KPIs, for example, a scoring metric, a revenue metric, a sales metric, an engagement metric is available in every product. It has to be cross devices. Everyone now is sometimes even using 2 devices at the same time. Some people are watching TV, but also watching the phone. I think I just heard someone on the audio. And it needs to be cross devices. The data now, and because LUCA is 100% in database, can be in real time. And those are the products that you want to provide to your customers, is the ability to have real time and, of course, historical data. We talked already about it, recommendation, helping, like speeding up the decisions when there's something, a KPI or something that you want to show, you want to help your end users to decide on whether or not it's not just a standalone information. And the two other component is we see a trend where it goes beyond BI. You guys always tell us, like, well, I want to customize like this. Can we create a factory visualization? Can we have a vehicle visualization? And all those things are the things that we do at LUCA every day with our customers. And lastly, and I'll have a section on it, is the monetization. And you've asked a lot about it, so I'm going to, of course, cover that today. In terms of data application, this is one of our customers, and he gladly shared with me this animation of the product they built using LUCA API. And what he told us is like, well, I have all those databases, and I want to create this baseball product, all these sports products, cross devices, but I really like LUCA for the dashboards. I want to leverage those dashboards, but I really need to create a more immersive experience. And for that, he basically used LUCA for data as a service. And I thought that was really exceptional on how they're leveraging LUCA API. So their web developers don't have to write a single query. They just have to call the API endpoint, return the data into their front-end web application, and don't have to worry about managing databases access, the model, the query, because it's all auto-generated and written by LUCA, because LUCA has an engine that writes queries perfectly, typically better, actually better than probably the most expert among us in SQL. We talked already about it, but I just wanted to put some colors around what I mean by cross devices. It's also cross use cases. Not everyone wants to consume analytics through the lens of desktop. Again, everything is mobile. We love our connected watches. We love, of course, our TVs. A lot of customers ask us, hey, can we have, and hopefully we'll return all to the office very soon. We all love those TVs where we can have, like team TVs where we have all our insights, our leaderboard, etc. So LUCA is all about bringing analytics where you guys are working and where your customers need the analytics to be. For example, a tablet. Think of some of manufacturing plants or different workers who don't necessarily have access to desktop, but only mobile. Speaking of mobile, of course, when we talked about embedded analytics, and that's what I really wanted to share with you today, it's not just about a dashboard in a product, in a web application. It can also be in a mobile application. Actually, LUCA just released its iOS and Android application, but of course, our customers ask us to build mobile app for their customers. So don't hesitate to engage with us because we have ton of application where we fuel data into. Now, monetization. We don't just do technology for technology, but what we've seen is every company, especially the past year, it has accelerated where they not only digitally transform and use more cloud technology, but also bring new monetization strategy. A lot of companies are transforming their business models. And in order to transform those business models, they're going to use analytics, insights. So you can see it on the way my presentation is broken down is on the left. Those are the components that we think our customers should really think when it comes to monetization is first, identify the gold standard KPIs and insights you're going to be able to provide maybe for free or monetize, but really think of those KPIs first. And actually, my colleague Shirley is giving a session a little bit later that I encourage you to follow on monetization. It's actually fascinating. But we having said that, having all those dashboards, those KPI, all the LUCA functionalities that our customer love, drilling, self-service, API, alerts, all the scheduling, being fully cloud operated, you're going to be able to provide insights to your customers. And we always think of monetization on like, oh, I'm going to charge my customer. I'd say, no, you don't want to charge your customer first. I think the best thing you can do with your customer is first proving that your product is working, provide them some insights, provide them some services that they're going to enjoy. So then, you're going to be able to retain them on your web application. I apologize. They're also going to be able to adopt your product, like by consuming more analytics. You're going to be able also to help them converting to maybe other services and products of your coming from your company. So I think the most important about monetization is really focusing on this indirect monetization. And as of course you're providing more data to your customers, they're going to ask you for more. And that's when it comes to direct monetization, where you're going to be able to offer them more capabilities. And again, I really invite you to see the session with Shirley on monetization. It's absolutely mind-blowing, and I've learned a lot. Going back to this customer, so actually now you can see the name of this customer who built this amazing web application. Actually, we can go fast forward, but now you can imagine that Fox obviously has built it for baseball, but they built it for every game and really standardizing how web applications are built. Instead of having web developers writing queries for all their applications, they are using the full platform of LUCA, API, iframes to build really modern data application around sports, sales analytics, and ton of amazing use case. Actually, speaking of amazing use case, our best product are typically coming from you, our customers, because you guys are the innovators and the leaders in your space, and they built I don't know if I can say the word Netflix, but I said it, so it's too late. But the Netflix of data analytics, where you can click, you can see here on the top left on the thumbnail and drill down into the chart and the different KPIs related to the shows of Fox, it's really, really cool to see how you guys take a platform to the next level. And that's really the power of LUCA platform. Now, another customer that is doing amazing, especially in the space of monetization and bringing a product to market. UIUX, I don't know if you guys know UIUX. I mean, you probably know them. They have like, millions and millions of users in order to build your website. I encourage you, of course, to check them out. And also you can see LUCA embedded into UIUX as you sign up. You'll be able to see the screenshot that I'm showing you right now. So they provide multiple analytical offerings for their end users, sales analytics, visitor analytics. But what's fascinating is how they not just embed analytics, it's how also they embed a monetization strategy. And you can see here on the bottom, maybe it's a little blurry, I apologize, but they have all their packages for to create website and different ads, storage services. And they also have at the bottom something called Visitor Analytics app. And remember what I was telling you about indirect monetization? They have all those cool dashboards, they have all those insights, and they give it for free for 1 year. They really want to prove to their customer that it's going to work, it's going to bring value to their product, they're going to retain them. So I really like those strategies that are on the long run, like really focusing not on the quick dollars, but really focusing on retaining, acquiring customers for long-term partnership. And that's also how I think of us working with you at LUCA. Another great company, and you can see Jeff Perkins here on photo. I hope if he's on the call, I hope he doesn't mind me taking a screenshot of a video that he published, and he's actually working on productizing LUCA within his application, Park Mobile. They basically offer a service to manage parkings. And when I talked about digitally transformed, but also coming up with a new business model where it provides the next level of business insights for people owning parkings. And the way they leverage our platform is admirable. It's actually remarkable. They use like all our mapping, geolocalization capabilities, and of course, all our visualization, self-service exploration, and it provides all this power to parking owners in order for them to understand better their business. And I love this quote also of Jeff, amazing. Our clients love looking at data as much as we love doing it. They're of course also using LUCA internally for their business operation. Another clients, actually long-term clients, probably even before I started, was already working with us. And the first year of providing OEM LUCA, so having HappyCo labeled into LUCA, provided for the CEO, as I quote him, $6.4 million in revenue. Of course, it's not just about LUCA, and we are really humble. We have the technology and the platform here, but the insights he provides to his customers are highly, highly valuable, and he was able to have a new SKU for his company. And other companies that you can check out, you probably know them, Meritech, the investors. They were actually early investors at LUCA, but also investors of Facebook and other large company. And they are basically providing fintech analysis using LUCA API. Actually, it's a great product. I invite you to check it out, meritechcapital.com/insights. Really cool for all of you who are investors and interested in like the SaaS space. Mist, another great company. And what I wanted to highlight with Mist from the Juniper company, they are not just monetizing LUCA, like all the functionalities and our capabilities. They're monetizing insights and KPIs. So remember when I talked to you about those golden insights, with LUCA, you'll be able to have those freemium KPIs that you want to share with your customer, but also determine a monetization strategy with KPIs that should be paid for a premium. And on my last example, two customers I really love and enjoy working. Actually, I work personally with Counter. They are in Australia, POS company acquired by Lastbeat, also a LUCA customers. Both companies that are in the same family are using LUCA. And I found them to use LUCA at its maximum potential: self-service exploration, KPIs, alerts, scheduling, mobile application, and providing so much service to the end users. So again, I just wanted actually to give back some light to you embedding LUCA, because it's all about building your product on top of our platform. And I really thank them to putting trust in us to fuel their next generation product.